Hello there, welcome to Saberduelgaming, where we always take the high ground, and welcome to a special 1701 day. What does 1701 day? 1701 as in NCC 1701. That is the license plate of the Starship Enterprise. You've heard of May the 4th, Star Wars Day. 1701 day, it is Star Trek Day. What's 1701? It's because the 17th of the 1st. Yes, it only makes sense in America, but it doesn't make sense in America because you guys do months and dates the wrong way around. But we ain't getting involved in that. It is Star Trek Day. So I got this new game for Christmas, Star Trek Resurgence. It's not actually a new game. It's been around for a while, but it's new for me. I have never played it. I have literally just booted it up now. I even loaded it up onto the PlayStation just minutes before this stream starts. So, yeah, Star Trek Day. We are doing my first time playing Star Trek Resurgence. This is made by the same team that made the Telltale series of games. So that is something pretty cool. I have done some of those. Well, I've done one of those games on my channel already, the Batman Telltale game. So I assume it's going to play like that. Again, first time playing it, so we will see how it goes. If it goes well, if I enjoy it, if I like it, I might actually restart it and do a series playing through it. So this won't count as the start, so I'm just going to take it a bit chill with this one and see how it goes. So yeah, let's hit play. So we've got some empty slots. There's not any other game modes, it is just this one. So we've got an empty slot there, so we're going to pick the first one. Makes sense. And then begin. This is Dramatic Lab's adventure. The relationships and events you're about to experience will be shaped by the choices you make. Okay, so a proper Telltale type game. That's cool. Hello to Muller Arcades. Thank you for being here, dudes. It is awesome to see you. Absolute legend there. Oh, cool shuttle. Is that the classic shuttle from the Enterprise D? Okay, dialogue is really low. So when I do the actual stream, I'm going to have to make sure the volume's a little bit better than that. Music's probably okay, but the dialogue's going to need to be higher. Okay.
Our new first officer is en route to the resident. Jara Ryder. No, she'll bring a welcome dose of new blood to the crew.
Assuming she's the character I'm playing as. I would have thought with a game like this that you could customize your character, but never mind. Hey!
Thanks. No problem. I'm not great with flying. But these little shuttles are the worst.
Here's a tip. Don't close your eyes. You'd think that would make it easier, but it only makes it worse. Look out the window, pick a star, and just focus on that.
I'll give it a try.
Okay. Okay, he looks like he's going to crap himself. He'll be sick.
Sorry, I'm a little anxious.
I hadn't noticed.
I'm on my way to my first assignment. When we get to
I wonder... settings. Oh. Yeah, let's turn the So let's turn the music volume down. The sound effect volume down a little bit, but leave the volume up.
Base, I'm transferring on to the Resolute.
That's
So
better.
am I.
It won't be easy for Jara to step in at the 11th hour like this. But if she's half the officer I knew she could become when she was a cadet at Starfleet Academy, she'll be the XO this ship needs right now.
Which one's the Resolute then? So we've got an Excelsior class. What's that one? Oh, it's going to be that little Miranda class disaster over there, isn't it? Change of station. Oh, they do sorts of like chapter titles, like the episodes were named. That's pretty cool. Oh, so I do actually control her. It's not entirely like Telltale. Okay.
A star base on the very edge of Federation space. Long way from home now.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty. I am liking this game. I'm absolutely going to do a proper playthrough, I think, on this if it continues to play out well. I suppose it depends what the controls are like and stuff on the actual ship.
Commander? I'm not usually such a nervous wreck, by the way. I actually did well at the Academy.
Oh yeah?
Maybe you've heard of the Torvalin test?
Sounds familiar.
It's a tactical simulator that makes the Kobayashi Maru look like a picnic on Pintaris 5. Anyway, I finished in the top 20. Not just in my class. I mean, all time. In the history of the Academy. So, there's that.
That'll be nice.
Really? That's quite impressive.
Thank you. It was tough. But you know, I set my mind to it and it paid off.
I do like these uniforms as well. They're like the uniforms that were instigated following First Contact. I am a big Star Trek fan.
Please place your hand here. Hold it there for a few seconds.
Oh, what am I doing? Okay, scan hand. Yeah, how? Oh, R2 to do all these things, okay.
Welcome, Commander Rydek.
Wait, you're Jara Rydek? You absolutely crushed the Torvalin test. You finished in what, like the top 3?
That would be me.
Now I'm really... It's an honor to meet you, Commander. Sorry, I didn't realize before. I just came off the shuttle and was glad to be on solid ground.
The pleasure is mine, Ensign.
Paul Calloway.
Good to meet you.
I believe Commander Ermont is expecting you. He's in the concourse just ahead.
See you on the Resolute.
Okay. Still want to know which one the Resolute is.
Good day, Commander.
Really hope it's not that Miranda class one. No offense, like to the Miranda class spaceship. Most people are going to be going, what the hell's a Miranda class? It's just not one of my preferred types of ship. Okay.
If I remember my briefing, Commander Ermont is a Bolian, so I'm looking for someone with blue skin.
Yeah, like you have to tell me what a Bolian looks like. I know a Bolian when I see one. We can...
Starbase 128 has 4 docks.
Ooh, food.
I'll replicate myself a meal once I'm on board. Excuse me, have you seen a Bolian around here?
Yes, sir. Right back there, near the replicator.
Yeah, I've seen him. Oh, we've got an Orion.
There he is. Thank you.
Happy to help, Commander.
The Orion is the girl with green skin. I can't get past.
Excuse me.
Ooh, can I
You
go
hear
to
the
the...
Resolute's getting a new first officer?
Someone from the crew got promoted?
No, get this. They're from a different ship.
Oof. Wonder how the crew feel about that.
That makes them look desperate. Is their crew that bad?
Yeah, not a good look.
Oh dear. That is telling me that my crew sucks.
Welcome to the edge of the galaxy, Commander Rydek. I'm Commander Jan Ermot, Operations Officer on the Resolute. Commander?
It's totally going to be the Miranda class one.
I hope there wasn't too much trouble getting here. This storm isn't making anything easy for us right now. I know conditions are less than ideal at the moment.
It takes more than a little turbulence to rattle me.
I'm sure that's the case. We're grateful you were able to come fill our first officer vacancy at such short notice. From everything I've read and everything I've heard, we're lucky you were available to us. Coming from a premier starship and all. To our little research vessel.
What exactly have you heard about me?
First in your class at the Academy. Received the Starfleet Award of Valor during the Dominion War. Most recently, Tactical Officer and Chief of Security on the USS Endeavor.
You've done your homework.
Like I said, we're very lucky.
Yeah. No, it's not a Miranda class. It's like a...
The USS Resolute. She may not look like much compared to the bigger ships, but as far as science vessels go, she can more than hold her own. And she doesn't look so bad considering 6 months ago she was nearly cracked in half, venting plasma, fighting for her life.
It was an accident?
The equipment malfunction. An accident suggests fault, but no one's to blame. It was a planned test, but the warp core was pushed beyond its limits. It destabilized the dilithium, there was a runaway reaction, and the warp bubble deformed.
That kind of sounds like it's someone's fault.
We thought we could reach a higher resonant frequency, but it was more than she could handle. Cost us our first officer and 22 of our crew. At the end of the day, we're all responsible for each other. That's what it means to be a crew.
To have lost so many lives. That's a high price to pay.
Too high by any estimation. But there's nothing that can be done about it now except get back to work. And make sure it never happens again. Listen. I realize you've known Captain Solano for quite some time. And I'm sure you're ready to bring your best. But I should warn you that when the captain announced you would be the new first officer, there were those who felt it was a mistake, that he should have promoted from within. So you might want to tread lightly at first. Until they come to value your contributions as much as he does.
All due respect to anyone that feels that way. They're gonna have to get over it. I'm here, and I have a job to do, just like anyone else.
That's true, but I wouldn't say it like that. Starfleet has assigned us a high-priority mission to the Hotari region.
Okay, so I can see. Joe made a mixed first impression with Commander, coming off as rather abrasive, yet inquisitive. Okay. So I can actually see... Oh, and who's Carter? So it looks like I'm going to be controlling two characters. Oh, that's quite
I'll
cool.
let the captain brief you on board. I know he's eager to see you.
Will we be mission ready in time?
We have every intention. The crew has been working around the clock to get the ship ready. There's still so much to do.
I kind of want to Google the Resolute and see what class it is. Venator class.
Stuck. I got just the thing.
Plasma torch. I know a plasma torch. What the hell am I supposed to do? Okay. There we go. There we go.
Is that?
Lower decks. This is cool. I am liking this game. I am totally going to be playing this as an ongoing
I
series.
thought that thing was totally fried. Nice work, Carter.
Nothing to it, Neely.
And not a moment too soon. The boss wants us down in engineering. Like, now.
Okay. I mean, I kind of want to explore up here. I hope I get to walk around the ship a little bit. This kind of looks like the inside of a Galaxy class. Maybe not quite.
Junction 34B gives you access to the tubes behind.
I like how they sort of make it so that you can't just explore by having people, the boxes blocking every path.
Engineering.
I heard the new XO just arrived. Won't be long before we get underway. I just hope whatever Chovak called us down for, it's something good. I can never tell with him. I'd rather not end up degaussing plasma manifolds. Hanging upside down makes me queasy.
Orders are orders, Neely. You know what they say? There are no small missions. Every expedition has a purpose.
Even if we don't know what it is yet. Looks like we got here before.
Lieutenant Commander Chovak.
We were just looking for you, Commander.
Oh dear.
Petty Officers Ed Solar, Diaz. I was beginning to think you would be late. We are all hands on deck right now, which means if you are not at your post at the appointed time, I do not have someone to replace you. A point I have been forced to make to Petty Officer Edsolar on repeated occasions.
Apologies for the delay, Commander.
I do not want your apologies.
Oh,
Simply
yeah,
see to it
forgot.
that it does
He's
not
open.
happen again.
So, I don't suppose you wanted us down here to check in before we go off duty?
Equip yourselves in EV suits to work on the exterior of the hull. I need you to tune the structural integrity field for optimal performance. The subspace distortions and ionic interference we are experiencing are preventing the proper calibration. But this ship must be ready to depart shortly, despite the storm. The precise nature of these disturbances are not fully understood. But many systems have been affected by the wide band of emissive activity.
Whatever it throws at us, we'll be ready. We've got the best chief engineer in the fleet.
I am a Vulcan, Mr. Diaz.
Yeah,
Flattery is not necessary. All that I require is that you do your job. Right now, that entails critical preparations, because long-range sensors
He's a
show that
miserable
these
sod, isn't he?
disturbances will be more severe at our destination, the Hotari system. You have your orders. Do not delay.
Yes, Commander
Roger that.
Chovak. All hands on deck.
What's that?
All hands on deck. That's what Chovak said. You know what that means? It means this ship isn't ready to go out and the brass know it. So they're throwing every warm body at it. And they're going to leave on schedule. Consequences be damned.
You won't get an argument from me, Nilly. Sure seems like everyone's still scrambling.
And I get it. When has a relaunch ever gone off without a hitch? But this isn't just any old refit or any old relaunch.
Oh, whoa. Excuse me.
A lot of new faces coming on board.
Oh, again, it's the
It's gotta be
spacesuits from
tough
First
coming
Contact
a
as well.
Replacement.
I'm liking that.
That's for sure.
They seem all right. Something that happened 6 months ago while they were off on another ship? Well, that's nothing to hold against them.
Yeah, you're right. I guess getting a little new blood on board doesn't hurt. Hold on. Now there's an old face I didn't expect to see again. Hey, Miranda!
You weren't gonna leave without me, were you?
Miranda, you're here?
We thought you were staying on the Adirondack.
Transfer came in at the last minute, so I figured I'd slum it on this bucket of bolts. Looks like you got her back together pretty nicely. I wasn't sure what to expect.
Don't talk badly about one of the best ships in all of Starfleet.
We've rebuilt enough of her by now. She better be one of the best.
We'll see about that. But
Yeah.
I am glad to be here. He still owes me a bottle of Saurian brandy. Don't think I forgot.
Oh yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Maybe Carter can rustle up that bottle and we can give you a
Hardly
proper
Quinn
welcome.
says, Happy Star Trek Day.
As soon
Thanks,
as we
Hardly
wrap up
Quinn.
this quick
You
little
too.
spacewalk.
Live long and prosper.
Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
So what's the word? Are you back in the security rotation?
Yep. Still running with the usual suspects.
Whoa!
Good to go. See you on the
Okay.
other side.
Activating magnetic souls.
Cool. I'm getting to walk on the outside of a starship. This is cool. No way. We're literally just walking off the edge. Oh, yes. Check this out.
That view never gets old.
Let's go.
I am, like, in awe here. This is so cool. It's so cool. Looks like I'm going back to my other character.
Captain Solano should be here momentarily.
Okay.
You'll have to forgive me, I don't know much about Kobleods. But my understanding is you need a steady supply of duridium to keep your cell structure stabilized, or bad things start to happen. And we have plenty of duridium in sickbay, so there's no risk of running out.
Thank you.
Feel free to make yourself at home. And help yourself to whatever you like from the replicator.
Hmm. we got over here? Model train.
He's still got a thing for trains.
It's an old model train
The
as
warp
well.
engines of their day, apparently.
I kind of love the fossils as well. That's awesome. Out here.
We'll be out there soon. Going where no one has gone before.
And then Starfleet diploma.
I can't believe he keeps this around. Don't even know where mine is.
Douchebag. If I had a Starfleet diploma, damn, I'd be wearing it.
The first mineral Captain Solano ever discovered. Always was the nostalgic type.
So she obviously knows them quite well. USS Resolute, NCC N2317. Oh.
Can't wait to plot a course myself.
Can we use the replicator?
Just a sip of something. Ractigino.
Ractigino, I think, is Klingon coffee.
That sure has a kick.
Here he comes.
Last time I saw you, it was graduation from the academy. You'd already secured one of the most prestigious
Sorry, by the way,
possible.
I am eating Haribo.
Burning with enough ambition to fuel 7 trips around the Necrid Expanse.
It's good to see you again, Captain.
I could not be happier to have you on the Resolute. The only regret is that we couldn't provide you with a warmer welcome. The arrival of a first officer to her new ship deserves a bit of fanfare. But, unfortunately, we've had our hands full with the refit.
Hartley Quinn says, when did you get this game? I got it for Christmas. It's an older game, like, but, well, older. I can actually tell you I've got the box here.
That's just what this ship needs at the moment. As I'm sure you've heard, we've had a rough go of it these last
2023.
The ship
But
suffered
I got it for
damage,
Christmas, so.
but not nearly as much as the crew.
I heard that you had an equipment malfunction.
Is that what they're calling it? No, that's just someone being generous. If anything, it was a leadership malfunction. We were on the verge of a major scientific breakthrough. A quantum leap forward in warp core technology. 10,000 teradynes per second. The ability to travel at a sustained rate of speed longer and faster than we ever dreamed. What would have been the crowning achievement of my career. Right there. Within our grasp. Until it all went so horribly wrong. We pushed her too hard, and a warp core malfunction overloaded the system, creating a pressure gradient way beyond what the ship can handle. It was heartbreaking. We lost some of our best people. As captain, I have to take full responsibility. It was my decision to make, and I have to live with the consequences.
You have to look to the future. You can't dwell on the past, on things you can't change.
That's fair.
There's nothing that can be done about it now. In my defense, I will say, I might have avoided the whole ordeal if my senior staff had been willing to trust me. There was a lot of pushback from my former XO. I think that cost me his confidence. I don't want you to pull any punches. Certainly not on my account. But once we decide on a course of action, I need everyone to fully commit to the mission. Anything short of that just won't work. And that's when things start to go sideways.
This is your ship, and you are the captain. So as far as I'm concerned, whatever you say, goes.
That's the kind of support I'm looking for. Look, I'll be blunt. We can't afford another mistake. Or at least, I can't. I feel like my career is hanging in the balance here. We need a win.
This seems a little suspicious to me.
To restore the crew's confidence.
I understand.
On a more positive note, Starfleet has tasked us with what they're calling a mission of the highest priority. Escorting a senior diplomat to Hotari space. Two previously peaceful and otherwise non-aggressive civilizations now find themselves on the brink of all-out war.
So it's a peacekeeping mission.
I see it as a golden opportunity to not only prove what the Resolute and her crew are truly capable of.
Let's have a look again, see. Miranda couldn't help but feel some chemistry with Carter after their playful banter. Okay. Oh, I see. Saucy. You found Carter to be respectful and responsible. Oh. So even though he talks to me like a douchebag, he's still... Okay. L to move. Doesn't seem to give me an option. Oh, I suppose it says main menu. So that must be how I save.
Also, a mission for which we're uniquely qualified. This ionic storm. Our long-range sensors suggest it's several orders of magnitude stronger than anything on record. A total anomaly like nothing we've seen before. And you'll never guess where it leads.
Hotari.
Exactly. Very nearly in the precise location where we're headed. Where I imagine the interference will be exponentially greater. But the diplomat will brief us on the details at the rendezvous.
Who is the senior diplomat we're escorting?
That I don't know. Starfleet hasn't said. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I expect we'll have some rough sledding when we arrive, so I need you to prepare the crew for the worst. There's just one more thing I want to clarify up front. The metric that for me will be the ultimate measure of your success.
What is it?
If after serving as my first officer, you don't one day find yourself with a ship of your own, then I will consider it my personal failure. When that might happen is entirely up to you. But it goes without saying, you have my full support.
It's been a dream of mine since before I can remember. So I would be honored to become a captain someday.
As long as you're willing to do the work, you have my promise. I'll do everything in my power to see that it happens.
Thank you.
Come, let me introduce you to the crew.
Okay, let's see what these peeps are like then. It is kind of cool just walking around a starship. Okay, so apparently it's not that way. Or that way. Or that way. So that's the airship. Where the hell's he gone? Oh. Turbo lift. Did he go this way? No. Great. I'm already lost. Ah. Ooh, the bridge. Not bad.
Everyone, if I could have your attention for a moment. I'd like to introduce Commander Jara Rydek, our new first officer. Some quick introductions. This is Lieutenant Handar, our helmsman, one of the best in the business.
One of?
Well, what he lacks in humility, he more than makes up for in ability.
A pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Bajoran.
Likewise.
Next, we have Commander Westbrook, our Chief Science Officer. I've come to rely on his expert counsel on a regular basis.
Pleasure.
Human, I'm
Commander
guessing?
Rydek, it is such an honor to meet you.
This is our tactical officer, Lieutenant Bedrosian, who's been looking forward to meeting you for about as long as I can remember.
I've been following your career for quite some time. And I look forward to learning as much as I can from you.
If anything, the honor is mine.
Well, I have to admit, one of the reasons I've followed your career is because you're part Kobliad, because of what you've overcome. Starfleet stands up for people who can't defend themselves, and you were one of those people once. But since then, you've done so much to protect others who need it. I really admire that. So, you've been something of an inspiration to me. Not that I've done anything close to what you've done, but you definitely set a standard to strive for.
I don't know what to say. That's incredibly flattering, thank you.
I hope someday I can follow in your footsteps.
I'm sure you will.
Okie dokie
And
then.
then, of course, you've already met Commander Ermont. Please, do everything you can to make Commander Rydek feel at home here. I'll be on the starbase. I have an urgent meeting with the starbase commander to get our authorization to get underway. If they drag their feet any longer, we won't make our rendezvous. The bridge is yours.
Let's get a little look at the view.
The helm. The Resolute is a refitted Centaur class, meaning it's capable of quick maneuvers. Can't wait to see what she can do.
Oh, okay. A refitted Centaur class. I think I've got a model of the Centaur class.
Science station. The Resolute is a science vessel, primarily. Might explain Commander Westbrook's attitude. I'll have to speak with him later. So many decks. Full of crew that are now my responsibility.
I mean, there isn't really that many decks from looking there.
Tactical station. Hopefully a diplomatic mission won't require we use our weapons much. But if it comes to that, we'll be ready.
Okay. Take a seat.
Commander, Chief Engineer Chovak needs to lower the structural integrity field. He's sent a crew out to recalibrate the emitters in response to the danger posed by the storm. We just need your go-ahead.
Well, it says to grant permission. It doesn't look like I have a choice.
Permission granted.
Lowering structural integrity field, now.
Entering maintenance mode. Condition blue.
Oh, here we are.
The storm is getting worse.
Looks like they turned off the SIF.
I'm wondering if when I end the game, it will start it from the most recent sort of like chapter start like that.
Every time we're out here, I half expect to see her in pieces again.
She's still got some scars on her. It adds character.
When I joined Starfleet, all I wanted was a ride out of town. But this isn't exactly how I pictured it.
On the outside of the ship?
No. Sometimes it feels like we're just part of the machinery. Don't you want more than that? I mean, Starfleet is noble and all, but it's still a machine. A massive, massive machine.
I am more than that. And so are you. You wanted to get away. I enlisted because I didn't want to wait years just to get out and see the galaxy. I wanted to go somewhere. see new worlds. Look up at a sky no one's ever seen before. Just because I'm cranking a hyperspanner up in a Jeffries tube today doesn't mean that's all I'll ever be.
So she's a Trill.
Diaz to Commander Chovak.
Don't know if she's got a symbiote in her or something or not, but
you may proceed with the recalibration.
why do I suspect something is going to go horrifically wrong here at some point?
Beginning recalibration.
Careful. Too much action and harmonics will deflect the alignment. Light touch, Carter.
What the heck? It's just flopping between these two. I have no idea what it's wanting me to do here. What's going on? Surely that's it, right?
Looks good.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, why is that? That's not good, is it? That's a bad thing.
Commander Westbrook, right? Chief Science Officer.
You remembered my name and my rank. Impressive.
Okay, attitude.
Yes, I'm the Chief Science Officer, and I have the dubious honor of being the most senior officer on this bridge. I know this ship inside and out. Better than just about anyone.
Well, I'm so glad you said that. Now I know exactly who to turn to when I have questions.
Questions are more Commander Ermott's territory. Captain Solano primarily relies on my knowledge and expertise when he needs answers. I'm curious, though. A Kobliad, or half in your case, is an odd choice for First Officer, given your vulnerable condition and all. But if, as an example, we found ourselves in a hostile situation, and you were suddenly incapacitated because you needed an infusion, what would happen then?
So he's kind of a
You'd
prick.
leave Captain Solano without an XO. Granted, that would be a worst-case scenario, but not outside the realm of possibility.
That's very kind of you to be concerned about my well-being. But you don't need to trouble yourself on my account. I'll be fine.
Well, I wouldn't say I was concerned, just curious, that's all.
Yeah, he's definitely a prick.
Listen, can I be blunt, Commander?
I see no reason to stop now.
Commander Sutherland, your predecessor, was one of the best first officers in all of Starfleet. His record was impeccable and his reputation was without equal. I mean no disrespect, but the shoes you're stepping into are almost impossible to fill. He was loved by the crew. And he was one of my closest friends. So I can only hope that you'll live up to expectations.
I don't think I could ever replace Commander Sutherland. And it would be a mistake to even try.
Seeing as Captain Solano is on the starbase, let me give you an update on this ion storm we're flying into. It's unusual, unlike anything I've ever seen. At the moment, I can't tell you if the Resolute will shrug it off or if we're putting ourselves at risk. However, if we learn more about its patterns, its nature, we can come up with a scientific countermeasure. Just a moment.
Uh-oh. This isn't good. Lots of things are flashing red. Flashing red things are not good.
We've got a massive energy wave inbound. On screen.
Tracing its trajectory.
Starbase docking clamps are holding.
The storm's emissions are fluctuating, coming in waves. And if my projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wideband burst of ionic energy.
Beam those guys in. Get the shields up.
Red alert.
Aye. Evacuating main gangway and retracting.
Putting sensor visualization on screen.
With the structural integrity field shut down, we can't take a direct hit.
Time to impact. 1 minute.
Shield systems are severely impacted. We have limited protection. I need every available solution. What are our options?
We can weaken the impact of the storm with a deflector pulse.
There's a better way.
I'm sending all auxiliary power to the deflector dish.
Send the aux power to the shields. We can't reactivate the entire shield bubble, but it's a directional threat. So we can orient all we have towards the wave. You have to believe me.
We only get one shot at this. We can't afford to get it wrong.
That's right, which is why we need to send power to our shields. Commander Westbrook, use the deflector dish.
Already working on it. Optimal timing displayed. It's going to be tight.
Good.
So she's not going to like me as much. But he will.
Now.
No, that was too early. We're...
Oh, crap. Okay.
Commander Westbrook, use the deflector dish.
Okay.
Already working on it. Optimal timing displayed. It's going to be tight.
Good. Send the pulse on my command. Now.
We got it. This is it.
All hands, brace for impact.
What about those guys? Ah!
What happened?
We have experienced a surge of radiation.
Oh, you don't say.
This radiation supercharged the plasma, forcing it to backflush through the system and creating a dangerous imbalance.
Blow out every primary system on the ship.
Just tell us where you need us.
I need you to traverse the hull to the access port to recalibrate the port nacelle plasma regulator.
We've reached the first access point.
Understood. Do you see the override for the level 1 failsafe circuits?
What the heck?
Engage the override. It should allow us to stop the EPS flow to the warp engine without triggering an automatic core shutdown.
Okay.
Safe override engaged.
Are you sure? I am registering some crosstalk in the bypass circuit.
We need to route the signals so they don't interfere with each other.
Okie dokie.
Diaz to Resolute. The failsafes are temporarily disabled. Moving on to the EPS regulator.
Heads up, Carter.
What is that?
One of the discharges coalesced.
It's coming right toward us. I'm gonna try to disrupt it with my phaser.
Cool.
So we gotta climb up the pylon. Not that there's really an up, but, you know.
Okay, so we got a blast just... We're blasting energy, which is weird. Whoa. Oh! Zap.
Are you alright? Yeah. Suit took most of it. Snuck up on me.
That damaged your suit. Energy dampening is down to 60%.
So basically my health. They're actually sneaking up on us. Okay, okay.
We're at the regulator point. Opening the access panel.
I am now halting the EPS flow to the port nacelle. We have little time before it causes an overload in the engine. You must work efficiently.
In other words, quickly.
EPS manifold adjusters reset to neutral.
Okay, what now? What the hell am I trying to do? Okay. Yay!
The EPS lines to the
There we go.
warp engine are back in balance. Almost done. Once I cycle the manifold nozzles, Chobot can...
Okay. Why is everything falling apart? That isn't good. Hello, Sith. How you doing? Thank you for joining me here on Star Trek Day. 1701 Day, the 17th of the 1st. 1701 being the license plate for the Enterprise.
Dear's the bridge. We just lost the docking clamp.
I am good, thank you, Sith.
We've got a lot of debris coming down. All vibrations, too. We can't finish the EPS regulation in these conditions. Please advise.
We have to release this ship from that other docking clamp or the hull will be ripped apart.
There's a problem. The clamps are supposed to disengage automatically in an emergency, but it's not working.
Not working? What are our options?
The docking clamps are fitted with exploding bolts for an emergency release.
We've got crew out there. That'd be like setting off a bomb next to them.
Maybe there's another way.
Starbase is hailing us. Put him through.
Resolute, the remaining mooring arm is failing. You need to disengage from the starbase now. The damage to the station will be catastrophic.
We have crew outside and are looking for the
We have
safest
people
way
on this station. If that mooring arm breaks, we could lose dozens of crew.
Commander, hear me out. Reverse the polarity of the hull, which theoretically will repel the docking clamps.
And repel the engineering crew right off the hull into the storm.
This is Captain Solano. Put me on screen.
Go ahead. Captain, we have a situation.
Commander, what are you doing? Blow the bolts on the docking clamp.
The captain doesn't know the whole story.
I'm giving you an order. Jara?
Captain, you brought me here because you trusted me. Can you trust me now?
You better be sure you make the right decision.
The captain made himself quite clear.
They're gonna get hammered with debris out there. Reverse the polarity.
There is protocol.
And there are lives.
What is the holdup?
Starbase, stand by. We're gonna flip hull polarity to disengage the clamps.
Yes, Commander.
He's not going to be happy with me.
Repair crew, this is Acting Captain Jara Rydek. Be advised, we are going to reverse hull polarity to free us from the remaining docking clamp. Tether yourself and deactivate your boots on my mark.
Understood.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, just in time.
Grab my hand.
Ooh, that was close. That was close. Oh, crap. What the hell's going on now?
System failure.
I got it.
God damn. Okay. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Come on. Oh, this isn't good. Go on, go on, get back in that. Yes. Come on. Come on. Job done. What the heck? What now? Are you serious?
I got you. Petty Officer Edselar's hurt and unconscious. I'm gonna have to tow her back to the airlock.
Mr. Diaz, the situation has changed. You are at risk of triggering a substantial electromagnetic arc if you approach the main hull the way you came.
Oh, crap and hell.
The way we came is the nearest airlock.
There is an auxiliary hatch near you on the far end of the pylon. You must bring Miss Edselar there to access the interior.
Roger
okay.
that. Go in there now.
Oh, why are things never simple? Why can't they just beam us back in? There must be too much interference or something, I'm assuming that's the excuse. Come on.
I'm at the auxiliary hatch.
Oh. Okay. Get to work fast, guys.
You go first.
What?
Let me save your neck this time. No time to fight me on this. Get in there.
Not on your life.
Let's not let it come down to that.
There we go. In you go. Oh, crap. Down. Oh! That's gotta hurt. That has got to hurt.
We made it.
They're safe. Bringing the SIF fully online.
Do it.
Captain's gonna be annoyed at me, isn't he? Okay, let's see what people think of me then. Furious that you defied his orders and did not blow the bolts on the docking clamps as he instructed you to. She admired my instincts to protect the crew. She thought highly. She was relieved when Jared defied Captain's orders. Respected Jarda's inclination to protect the crew. He applauded your efforts to explain the complexity to Captain. Ultimately, he was thankful. Did not approve of Jara's unwillingness to follow protocol. So most people liked me for doing that, but the captain and the Lieutenant Commander Chovok didn't. Carter, you were grateful that you pulled me to safety. Couldn't help it, yeah. Don't know about these two yet. Alright. Well, I'm going to wrap it up there because I think I'm actually going to play this game properly as a series on the channel, and I won't count this. This has basically just been my first attempt at playing it. So I enjoyed that. That's a fun game. These are the Telltale ones, though. I'm never sure when I stream them. Should there be commentary, or should it just be done as pure gameplay without me talking? I might sort of put that out as a vote, see what people think. Currently, the only game I'm doing as pure gameplay without commentary is Mortal Kombat 1. So I might finish that first and then do this. We will see. But yeah. Anyway, gonna wrap it up there. I want to give a thank you to Mullet Arcade Fights, to Hardly Quinn, and to Sith Trooper Boar Gaming. All for swinging by. I much appreciate it. So thank you. I am going to try and fit in a couple of streams this weekend, but I will absolutely be doing a stream tomorrow over on The Gaming Lord 04 because he is celebrating his 3-year anniversary. He has already had his 3rd-year anniversary, but he's celebrating it tomorrow. So I will be over on that channel for that, playing some Sonic Racing, I believe. So I'm going to have to make sure I've still got that on something. I think it's on my PlayStation 4 upstairs. So I'll play on that. But yeah, anyway. So until next time, thank you for people for swinging by. The idea of this was it's effectively Star Trek Day because it's the 17th of the 1st, 1701. The NCC 1701 is the Enterprise. So I'm going to make that a thing. I don't care if anyone else wants it to be a thing. I am making it a thing for Star Trek Day. Thanks for everyone who's been here. Thanks to anyone who checks it out. If you've seen this and you like what you see, you like Star Trek gameplay, you like Star Wars gameplay, you like wrestling gameplay, retro game reviews, you like wrestling full stop, anything at all that you've seen on this channel you like, consider subscribing and put notifications on if you really want to make sure you catch these live streams. And yeah, just have a great weekend. Normally I would say take the high ground, a little Star Wars cheeky in reference that is my go-to, but just this once I will instead say live long and prosper. Take care.